Welcome back, guys, to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy, DJ KO. I'm glad you guys tuned back in. I'm glad you guys been hitting me up. The last couple of shows been some awesome ones just because I have what we call crowd participation, and you guys are the crowd, and you guys make this show keep going. So in saying that, I appreciate you guys for subscribing. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for telling a friend to tell a friend. You guys, look, I'll tell you what. Next week, I'm going to do a guest prize with a guest name. So once you guys hit me in the DM, and if whatever name I select, I got a guest prize for y'all. I got an aged bottle of some red wine, you know what I'm saying? It's like aged 10 years, so I got that for y'all. So don't be calling me either, man. When I put your name on the list or whatever, you know, I got you. Anyway, guys, so today we got a special show, you know. We got a show for you guys. Basically, I think that 85% to 95% of people in the Houston area, not just in Houston, but in other cities, metropolitan areas, they attend some type of bar or some type of atmosphere, restaurant atmosphere where drinks are involved. So I wanted to bring two of Houston's finest bartenders, bar enthusiasts. What else? Give me another name for
Mixologist.
Mixologist. That's the name. Shout out to Mixologist, y'all. Shout out to the Mixologist. That's it. So I wanted to bring the two mixologists on, you know, just to talk about the bar industry, talk about what's going on here in Houston. And the conversation is going to be awesome. First of all, to my left, my lovely left, I got my girl, Moriah Mcintosh. Hey. She got the hardest name ever, right? Mcintosh. Every time you hear Mcintosh, I'm thinking about the computer, you know? But what is it?
To correct you.
Moriah.
Moriah.
Did I say that?
No,
I didn't say that?
Yeah, nah.
I mean,
Maria.
That's what I said,
I mean,
Maria,
Maria
right?
is a cool
You made
name.
her,
It's a
you know,
beautiful name.
I'm sorry.
I do love Mexico.
Okay.
But it's Mo.
I'm sorry, Mo. I'm going to say Mo.
It's Mo.
Mo, there you go.
This is Mo.
So to my right, I got my man, Maurice Daniels. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? Easy, man. It's Marty.
Shout out.
Maurice is with us.
So look, before we get started, guys, you know, I like the people to know when I have guests on. I want my audience to know where you guys are from. You know, I know they probably seen y'all around. Y'all probably poured them some drinks. You know, I want Maria. I'm sorry, Mo. Mo. I forgot Mo.
Just Mo.
My bad. Hey, look, I'll tell you what. If I say that wrong again, I got to take a shot. How about that?
I'm with it.
Fair.
That's fair?
That's fair.
There you go.
You speaking that language.
Mo. So I got to say Mo now. I ain't going to mess
Just
that up.
Mo. All right, just Mo.
Mo. So where are you from, Mo?
I am, a lot of people try to put me from other places, but I am from here, Houston, Texas.
Are you?
That is home.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Here in Houston. Really? I thought, for some reason, she was like from Louisiana.
I get that a lot. No, I'm not from Louisiana. If anything, my second home is Cleveland, Ohio, but Houston, Texas is home.
That's dope. What about you, Marice?
I'm originally from Philly.
Okay.
North Philly to be exact. So if you're familiar to North Philly, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I've kind of like a Houston native now. It's been about November makes 10 years. So
Okay.
It's coming up upon a milestone that I've been living in Houston. So now they say I'm a Houstonian. But
Yeah, I want to ask you that because I know Philly is a city of soul, right?
absolutely.
Neo soul, jazz, poetry, just art in a sense,
in
right?
general.
Right. So
100%.
leaving a place like Philly and coming to Houston, what you think for as the difference is when it comes to that type of art type feel?
I would say, you know how like you go to a city, you want to find something. With coming to Houston, there is an art that's here, but you have to find out exactly where it is.
Right.
It's like that in every city.
Okay.
Like for us, it's pretty much in the hood. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Art is it's coming from the hood, but you know it's projected to be in different realms.
Right.
But it's located in the hood. Here, the art comes from here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got your south side, you got your north side.
Absolutely.
And the art that comes from there is the music that people from out of town has grown to love.
I was going to say that.
That is the artistry itself is coming from the people.
I was going to say that, yeah.
pretty much.
Because everybody that comes here, that comes here to Houston, the first thing they say is a melting pot of people.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
People who come from different walks of life, different backgrounds, especially now in this real estate industry. A lot of people are moving here. So in saying that, do you think, and you guys are, and we're going to get into that, you guys are in the bar industry. Do you think the bar industry is changing?
Yes.
Okay. And how so?
I would say, I think we're all of,
Okay.
I would say a particular quantity of age here.
They
if you
say
think of
30s, 40s, 50s.
I would say,
maybe 20s.
I'm gonna say 20s to 30s.
Okay.
But if the listeners
Shout
are
out,
out there,
shout out to the young and old people.
Exactly,
It's all right.
exactly. This is for everybody. But
it's all right.
certain people might understand what I say from the element when you felt like you had to sneak out.
Okay.
That's the age that I'm speaking to. It's different now, to where we find ourselves people coming in the bar that's like 17, 18 with fake IDs, or they're paying the doorman. They don't have that fear of, I might run into my aunt, I might run into my mom, I might run into somebody I know in the family at this bar. I should not be here. Today, it's like, while I'm in here, it's slap five with my auntie, we taking a shot.
Right.
That wasn't the culture back then. You went out to have fun, but a little bit of fear.
Right.
Just a pinch of fear in there.
A little bit, a lot.
I'm going to run into somebody, you know what I mean?
A lot.
A lot, yeah, but you still want to have fun, so you ain't going to let it, rest on your shoulder.
Right.
You're going to still have a good time, but you still looking, all right, who at the bar? Nobody I know. Okay, cool. Woo, woo, woo. You gave your life, but it's a different culture now to where they're partying with their nieces and nephews. They're partying with their grandchildren.
Right.
They're partying with their children.
Ooh, that's heavy.
It's a different element now within the industry of just nightlife in general.
So you said that. So you said that like it was normal, like partying with your grandkids. Think about this.
Grandmas ain't the grandmas.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
I'm in my 40s, right?
Okay.
So I'm a little younger than you guys, but if a little younger, I'm a little older. I'm sorry, a little older.
I let it go. I was like,
you wasn't supposed to catch that.
To take that shot, so I'm like, it's on its way.
But partying, like the word partying with your parents or grandparents was like a term that was like even never thought about, right? Mm-hmm. Super taboo, right? And now, like with my kids, they understand that we do certain things. Mm-hmm. We drink, we might do an edible, we might do smoke a little bit or whatever. I didn't tell you what we were smoking. It might be cigarettes.
I get you.
That's green.
Hey. But hey, praise the Lord on that. We don't mind that.
But it's rare. You know what I'm saying? It's rare, and it's a different age and time. So when you guys when you bartend, right? What is the level of? I'm gonna say this. What do you guys think the level of intelligence is when it comes to somebody younger versus somebody older now? Because it's different.
These kids are different.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know people are probably gonna look at me and be like, "You're a kid," but no. The generation after me is different. Not bad different, just because I appreciate how they question everything. So it's like, all right, well, I'll take the good with the bad, but I don't know. I'm blessed to have come from the generation I came from, because I feel like our understanding, we kind of got a lot of the last of some of the things that we'll never see again.
Right.
I think we caught that last party phase in the club, and now it's like, everybody kind of wants to be seen, and like, no, I thoroughly appreciated the time where people came outside, just enjoyed themselves.
Right.
Like I got to experience the dance floor.
A hot, sweaty mess. Like that was going out.
That was,
right,
yeah,
right.
You didn't care how you
Nope.
looked going home. And I think I can't blame how the kids act, because that's what they see. So it's their, imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and they think that that's what they're supposed to be doing.
So let me ask you this. I want to ask y'all this, because you said something about dancing. Now, we came from the generation where we dance, right? Like, I'm a DJ, on the side, and I don't like doing clubs or urban spots because of that reason. The club could be jumping.
Right.
I'm talking about, it could be going off. Everybody's going to be on their phone.
Yep.
And everybody's going to be like,
they have to record. Got to boom.
I'm like, this is like so whack.
Part of why I enjoy working with gentlemen over here is because it's a completely different experience.
Okay.
We're behind the bar. We dance. We have fun.
Time.
We're not here to look cute, and
Right.
if that's what you came to do, then this isn't the spot
Wrong place.
for you.
Wrong place, wrong
Okay.
time, wrong spirit.
we need to get to that spot over there.
How I view it is the fact of, if I'm going out, I'm going out to have a good time.
Yes.
Exactly.
But that also kind of turns into the company you have as well, because not everybody's going to be on that same like energy.
Correct.
Some people really just go out to enjoy a cocktail versus some people go out to enjoy themselves. So you definitely want to kind of read who you're going out with.
Right.
Like she said, her and I behind the bar,
different.
everybody drink because we're
having a good time,
enticing
so.
and enhancing their the environment. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if they had a bad day, but they see us having a good time behind the bar,
contagious.
man, let me have a good time too. I can't be sitting here in the dumps because I'm kind of drinking because I had a bad day. They are having the time of their life. I want to do that too.
Right.
So it's all about the energy that kind of connects to other things.
So let me ask you this: in saying that, with the energy, the bar energy, bar etiquette, right? Bar etiquette. Of course, you know the customer supposed to have a certain etiquette, but I've been to a couple of places where these bartenders are wild, man. They crazy. And they're like outspoken.
Okay, so does the camera come to me?
Go ahead,
It does.
It's 50.
Okay, so
There's
my customers and people who come in, they know me. They be like, "You are the nicest,
That's what I'm saying.
nastiest bartender I've ever met." But I love you for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna skip you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go bypass you. I'm gonna tell you that's ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you some shit that's gonna have you like, oh my gosh, wow, but you're not going to get upset because I'm not telling you nothing that's not right. But I'm just being real with you.
Right.
You know, if you've been standing there for 10 minutes and then I finally get to you, you're like, let me get a, babe, come
You're
on.
not ready. Time
You
is
see I'm
money.
busy. I got to keep it moving. I'll be right back.
Ooh.
So it's like you also have to understand,
know,
like,
our
this is
perspective,
the
like-
number one thing you have to understand. Even with being a bartender, you still are at service to a customer.
Absolutely.
So I'm never going to be disrespectful.
Right.
But I might be a little in your face with it. Like,
Because that's the thing that I really don't like worry about that because I know it's a job and it's a lot of people because a lot of customers, they don't see it from you guys' vantage point.
they don't.
It's different. You can. I don't mean to cut you off.
Programming. You're
but
programming the entire
know,
time you're working.
A
Right.
lot of people don't understand is you came and ordered something from me. You don't know that I had 15 other things in my head prior to you bringing me this. So I got you, but I don't. I'm gonna give you that experience that I give everybody else. You just have to wait
Your turn.
And that's the thing. We don't want to wait our turn. 'Cause
at all.
we don't want to wait our turn.
Do
Never.
not. And it's
Never.
like the slamming of the hand on a bar.
Ooh,
And the,
Y'all
hey,
laugh,
yo.
but
And
we
the,
make these
hey,
laughs,
say,
so-
bruh. Like, all of that. It goes.
So let me ask you this. Yeah, I want to ask that. I want to ask that question. So because, of course, we do it, but we do it because that's how urban individuals speak to each other. You know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? What's up? Hey, man, what's good? Women, they snap their hands or they, with the nails and all that stuff, right?
yeah.
But I don't think it's like being out of disrespect. Well, sometimes I don't think it's
I
disrespectful.
don't think people think it as disrespect. It's not necessarily disrespect.
It's not
We can take it
intentional.
disrespectful, but it's not disrespect. I'm just trying to get your attention. It's music. It's people. It's a whole rack of things going on.
Right.
I'm just trying to get you to notice me. So it's not disrespectful. It's just if we take it disrespectful, especially if we already told you, hey, I'll be right back. I got you.
Right.
And then you, hey, again, then it's like, all right, come on.
So what's the difference between a white boy and a black boy?
Nothing.
Nothing?
The only difference is they're drinking beer. They want their liquor. The only difference.
But look, this is we from the outside looking in now. Hold on. Mo, you got something to say. Hold on. Mo, go ahead and say it. She got a different opinion on that.
She like, hold
Mo
on.
like, hold on. That's his experience. My experience was
yeah.
totally different. So what's your experience with that?
I prefer.
Be
to
honest.
work
Come on, I want you
at
to be
the
honest
urban
now.
bars.
Okay.
I'm gonna say people when they get drunk act different.
Very.
There's a certain type of privilege that comes with
Ooh, okay.
certain drunkenness, and I just feel better.
So when you say not to give all the information, but you saying that a person not of a melanin tint, right?
I like what you did
I
there.
love the euphemism.
I like what you
Yes.
did there.
Yes.
A person of not of a melanin tint.
I feel like I have to go on record and say I am fair.
Okay.
But I am African American.
Okay.
Okay.
You black. That's
I'm
fair.
Fair as hell,
They
actually.
be like, what this white girl talking about over here? Shout out to the black white girl. Shout out to the black white girl over here.
Let it go. Let's go.
So you saying that the other non-urban individual are privileged when it comes to what? Service or
Everything.
listen to me, look at me?
Everything.
Really?
Everything. And I have a zero tolerance for BS. And I give respect where respect is given.
Okay.
And it's just certain entitlement when alcohol is involved. It's like I said, I would prefer to be at the urban spots, which is why I'm at the spots.
And see,
I'm
I'm fine in both, but to literally dignify exactly what she's speaking, it is totally different.
Okay.
And it comes into that realm even when it comes to the ordering style,
Everything.
the tipping style, and things like that. It's just like a level of, damn, where they do that at? That comes with, you know what I mean? Because I can go be working at, per se, a hotel bar.
Right.
I can have Jim, Paul, Tyrone sitting at the bar.
Right.
Tyrone already got that immediate relation to me.
Because
So,
y'all,
you know,
Just
I
off
see
the
him,
bat.
he sees me.
Right.
Now, the other two are going to be looking at it like, okay, hey, you're here to just service me. It doesn't matter who's at the bar. But Tyrone going to be like, all right, you get to me when you get to me. I got that. But those other two are going to be like, listen, I don't want to have to ask you too many times for what I'm drinking. Like, it should be here when you see my drink is low.
Okay.
And that is like, I've worked in both realms to where I totally see the difference. And, and sorry to say it, but the tip definitely is going to show the difference no matter what.
Right.
Because whether I gave them good or bad service, they just tip according to just the
How they
semantics
think.
of I'm out and this is a service industry. I need to tip.
So speaking of that, because I had this conversation with a lot of my buddies, right? A lot of my homegirls, they gave me different strategies and different methods of tipping on how to tip.
Okay.
So I want y'all to be honest.
Oh, I'm going to be honest.
Be honest with me.
Because if y'all listening and y'all pulling up,
Look, be honest.
just know I'm going to be as honest as possible.
So tipping,
Okay.
it's a two-part question.
Absolutely.
One, do black people, I used the black term. I
You
didn't
have
say,
to.
Yeah, yeah.
do
you
black
have to.
do black people tip?
Going back to etiquette, you can't be expected to do something if you weren't taught.
Okay.
And I'll start there.
All right.
Some, no. A lot of us don't know. Like, no. If you have good service,
Okay.
you're supposed to tip. Okay. And there's a way to explain that. And then there's like folks that are just going to be ignorant because I actually over tip because
Because you're in the industry, right?
I'm in the industry.
You understand
I
the
understand
struggle.
what it takes.
Yeah.
I understand that we don't like to tip. That is what it is.
I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. You have a group of girls.
Oh, yeah.
You have 6 girls, right? They go to, said bar. And, they out Sunday fun day.
I'll say women spend more than men.
Okay.
100%.
Do they?
Women spend more than men.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well, let's say this. Take the women out. I'm sorry.
Let's remove them real quick.
My bad, women. Hey, I love y'all. I love y'all. My bad. Look, I got to blame the men for this one.
Women are the breadwinners right now.
And
Like,
honestly, to what she's saying is 100% true too. Because it's like you'll get a girl that will be by herself, which happens all the time. And I be sitting there sometimes because and I'll tap right back into that, but I'm gonna go into this a little bit. Being a male in the industry right now that's so driven by women, we almost have to do a lot more to get tipped.
Oh, really?
absolutely.
Very much so, and that
Okay.
be from both genders, men and women. Because with men, it's like, damn, bro, I see her over there with her tits out. I really want to get a drink from her, but she too busy, so I'm gonna get this from you. He ain't about to tip me. But that customer that comes in that knows me and bros me and sees that I'm working and fucks with me,
Right.
he gonna tip me regardless because he looking out on a bro
Right.
level. But the females that come in, it's like, okay, I see her down there, she's shaking her ass and whatever, she having a good time, and you not shaking your ass, but you having a good time too.
Right.
I can go to either one of y'all, but I'm coming to you. But I mean, you're a whole man. I ain't gonna give you no money. I'd rather give it to my girl down there.
But you know what?
Because she working, and I'd rather give her extra money than to give you the money. You a guy, So
But that's a heavy dynamic right there because
it is what it is.
So the thing is, I'm thinking about when you said that, I thought about women's struggle in this work industry
In the work industry, 100%.
and how their wages are way lower than males in a male-driven industry, and you're in a women-driven industry, and you feel it. Now you understand. I see what these women are going through.
100%. So, and the thing is, in most bars, if it's a guy behind the bar, he's pretty much more so per se the token, because with being a man and owning a bar, they know women behind the bar is going to bring men.
Absolutely.
So having that male is almost an intimidation. So they won't have too many males working at one time. Then they'll have women.
Absolutely.
Because it is a women-driven business
Right.
as far as bartending. Waitressing, you're not going to see no guys waitressing. If you do, it's a different type of bar. We'll go into that.
Yeah.
But
It's raining men.
it happens.
Hallelujah.
That's what you're gonna get. That's the bottle. That's the bottle choice at that part. But as far as like within the industry, is like literally, you're gonna have a ton of girls that are bartending, and I have a lot of them as friends, and I go particularly to where they're working just to tip them because it'll be like, how is it tonight? That's me. Is it busy or is it slow? They're like, it's all right. I'm pulling up because I'm just gonna go and show you some love. Because the thing is, the culture of tipping has been diluted.
Right.
Because there's now a service tax and an autograt that comes
Gratuity
off.
is added.
And they think that autograt is a tip, but they forget the person that had brought you to the bar or to your section. You forget the person that's cleaning up your drinks.
So hold on. So
It's a
now,
lot.
I need education on that.
Oh, yeah.
I need education on that because
Absolutely.
because you said something like,
Yeah.
all right, so I'm guilty for this also. So if I have a bill, say $100, right? Automatic, the gratuity is going to come out.
It's gonna come
In
out.
my mind as a customer,
You tipped.
I'm thinking that the tip came out already.
Yeah.
Do we supposed to give extra?
So here's the thing: it's not an extra. That's where,
Okay.
That's where I want for listeners and everybody to understand as far as coming into a bar, restaurant, anything. When there is a grat, it's because the service had to be doubled. What you had to do had to be warranted more. There's more than just one person that did something for you.
Okay.
So for you
Team
to tip
effort.
just one person, they don't get that. So that $12 auto grat is broken down between
4 or
like 4
5
people.
different ways.
Oh,
So
I got you.
I'm actually getting $2. So if you do not tip me,
That's
I got $2 for everything that I've done for you.
Oh,
Now,
got
to
it.
a bartender, it's like, next time I see you,
It's
I
my
don't see
love.
you.
I don't see
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I am a person of a certain, I would say, craftsmanship of service. You know what I mean? I'll see you, but I'm just not going to give you all that I gave you before.
Right.
Because you circled it on the receipt as if that was supposed to be like, here's your tip.
Right.
But if I came and told you that
This is
it's
the
not my tip,
breakdown.
this is actually what I'll be getting from that,
Okay.
then I kind of did a disservice to
That
you.
makes
You feel
sense.
like I kind of told you your rights, and that's a whole nother situation.
That makes sense.
But, quick story, short version, I had someone, I went above and beyond, gave her all that she asked for. She had friends come. I made arrangements with the hostess to get her a table. And when I brought her receipt as far as to tap her out, she tipped me 12 cents. And she said I rounded it up from what the ending dollar was. I said, right, so my tip is 12 cents? And she said, well, yeah, and then you get the grat. I said, let me take a quick second to explain to you that auto grat is something the company charges. I didn't charge you that.
Gotcha.
So I don't get that. And she's like, well, when am I supposed to tip you more? You actually are not supposed to, but I just thought I'd educate you a little
On
bit.
it, yeah, because a lot of people
you
don't
thought
know.
The 12 cent was
Again,
just
if you don't
like
know,
12 cent
yeah.
is what I'm getting at
Yeah.
the end of the day. But that auto grat may have said $17, but I don't get that.
Right.
I get that 12 cent that you gave me for sure.
That makes sense.
And she didn't tip me more.
Right. Because
She didn't give me anything else,
it's
but
because the thing is, a lot of people don't know, right?
Yeah, they don't.
We don't know, and I thought automatically that when you have that automatic gratuity comes out, it automatically goes to the bartenders. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. I'm glad you all.
It's split between many different people. So it's like when you go to a restaurant, and that's why they tell you 4 or 6 people or more, they're going to autograph because
Correct.
That's that waitress, that server, that bartender, the cooks. Everybody has to work twice as hard to make sure that things come out at one time.
Gotcha.
So that's why it says autograph, because it's like your
It's
party
multiple
has
people.
grown.
Yeah.
So there's more people that have to be involved
More
to make sure that
hands on
you
deck.
have the best
Makes sense.
experience. And many people just don't understand. They just see it and think, damn, you charged me extra. I didn't charge you anything
Right.
besides what you ordered. I don't make the prices. I make the drinks. And I provide the experience. So
Appreciate
it's a little
that.
different.
So let me ask you this. So now I want to get to Mo. I want to ask Mo a question because she's a female, and
Absolutely.
and they had this song that came out by T-Pain. They fell in love with the bartender, or whatever,
Hey.
right?
Hey.
So how often do you get hit on as a bartender? How often?
Oh my God.
A lot, right?
I have to put a number on it.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
It's
it's consistent.
very
Consistent.
Yes.
So now, the question I want to ask,
okay.
being a bartender, right? Being a mixologist, being out in the industry,
Okay.
how does a woman manage all of those men and women, manage all those men and
Yes.
women that, and some of them she may like.
Absolutely.
How do they manage it? And then they know where you are.
Okay.
That's a really good question.
That is
I'm
a
gonna
really,
give you one of those.
Right?
That's a real good one.
Really good question. I keep it cordial.
Okay.
I'm kind. I thank God that I've gotten to the place where people actually respect, like, hey, I'm at work, and I don't have to say no too many times. I do or have noticed that I will not bring out my phone and exchange contact information. That, to me, looks extremely unprofessional.
Really?
My best friend
At the bar?
actually taught me about that.
Oh,
like,
okay.
if we're exchanging contact information, I'll slide you a business card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the whole dynamic to pull out your phone. To me, a lot of men think it's an ego thing because
Okay.
I could be Googling something on your phone, but the man across the bar could think that we're exchanging contact.
Absolutely.
I just don't like the
want to
look.
tip you from. Don't want nothing from
You
you.
know?
at
Right,
that point.
right.
And that'll throw off my whole game. So it's just, you can be kind. You can definitely, people tell on themselves, and I say that all the time. Like, if you get it, act like it.
Okay.
If you get it, act like it. So me telling you no should not ruin your night.
Right.
Should
But-
not affect your experience at this bar.
Right.
If you like me like you say you do, you'll respect that. I'm telling you, hey, I'm in a work environment. I don't.
But they're drunk though.
That's fine.
There's no excuse.
No, that's not an excuse.
But it's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
Look, they're drunk.
Drunk as hell.
And look, the music is loud, it's smoky in that joint.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, baby, you know what I'm saying? It's 2 o'clock. Let me go and get that thing about that whoop the whoop.
I mean, again, it's
And you've been
killing with
drinking too, so
kindness,
you've
and
been-
I'll never ruin your experience, but there's an art to telling people no.
Hey.
Okay.
It's an art, and it's something that I am really just learning. Like, it's very hard to just tell people no and just stand firm in that.
Do you
no.
ever say yes? Oh.
Every blue, I can't even say blue, every black moon.
Yes, man.
Shout out to the Black Moon. Shout out to the Black Moon.
Every black moon, I'll be in my zone and kind of stop and see.
I got you.
peep, but that's very, very rare.
But the thing is, like, so from the outside looking in, so everything that I speak on is all opinionated, and it's all from the outside looking in. You know, one, I appreciate the things that you guys do because I know it's an art.
Mm-hmm.
One, first of all, I think you guys are mathematical geniuses because you guys gotta know the exact type of drink, you gotta know how many, you gotta know the exact all this stuff,
It's a lot.
and you got 10 orders.
It's a science.
It's a lot that goes
And
behind
science
it.
is in relation to math. So
We're
you're right
Yes.
We're mathematicians.
right there.
We're all of that, and it's
there.
like
Therapists at the top.
it's.
Yes.
What I tell people is we deal with hundreds and hundreds of people a week.
Mm-hmm.
We don't forget bad experiences.
Oh, okay.
I may not remember your name. I may not remember. I will remember a bad experience.
Okay.
And that will affect your relationship coming into the bar. Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing. You know what?
Absolutely.
That's deep because
Absolutely.
you guys meet, like you said, you meet thousands of people.
So many people. We will
But that
remember.
one-
And you can
a
notice
bad-
them coming to the door. They ain't even come in yet.
Wow.
But you can see them
You'll
outside
know.
getting their ID
You'll
checked
absolutely
and
know.
searched. And you're like, I don't feel like him today. You got it.
That is
Yeah, and
Just
I don't
like
think
that.
I don't think a lot of people. I think a lot of people take for granted how many people we do work with.
Yeah.
So they think they can slide under the radar.
right.
Yeah.
The bad experiences, the bad tippers, the bad vibes. We remember you.
That's amazing, though. I never thought about that
Mm-hmm.
because I thought you guys forget them.
No. Not the
Y'all
bad
just
You'll
ones.
forget the
never forget
situation.
somebody that
No.
made your job difficult
Exactly.
forever how long it was. You'll
Exactly.
never forget that person.
Ever. For
Just thinking like
years.
you may forget somebody that might cut you off in traffic. You might forget somebody that cut you off in front of Walmart.
Right.
But you're never going to forget somebody that did something that you felt was either disrespectful or a disordinance to you.
Exactly.
You'll never forget that.
Can
So
I-
it's like,
let me ask y'all this.
it's a science.
I want to ask y'all this. In saying that, do you guys, I know because you guys know almost everybody, not know them, but y'all see them.
Yeah.
People in Houston. Do you think that black people act different in white spots versus black spots?
There's
Certain.
a number.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that number if it will be either 60-40 or 70-30. And here's why. And Oh gosh, I'm gonna go there.
Talk about it. Go ahead, talk about
go
it.
there, but I'm gonna go there just
talk about
because being a black person in an industry that I feel is really thriving because of my people. I used to live within this area.
Okay.
And this is the Heights, and literally, Washington is the area where you go to be social. There's many different restaurants and things that came about within the
So tell
past
the viewer,
years.
for the viewer. The viewer, Washington is a majority white, if not
Predominantly.
all white.
Yeah.
Predominantly.
And for the most part, a lot of us really can't mingle in those areas because of
It's-
racism,
It's strong.
bias.
Doorman
It's
will stop
Texas.
you.
Yes.
and- yeah,
Right, okay.
absolutely.
Just for the viewer.
It's
Absolutely.
Texas.
Yeah.
But now you go down Washington, and they're inviting us in with open arms, open wallets, open pocketbooks. You know, just open anything. Because they know we're spending that money.
Yes.
We're running up that check. We're keeping y'all open. So now you go to, I'm not going to name drop on certain places, but you go in there, all you hear is, you know, Rhinestone Cowboy, and now you hear and throw that ass in a circle. It's like, wait,
But y'all didn't
just wait.
do this.
Because this ain't y'all aesthetic.
Yeah.
Right.
This don't even match the name
At
of
all.
this bar. But I'm coming in here, there's no fee to get in today.
Right.
All the sections are open and ready for you to book them.
Yep.
But if I come on here on a night when my kind isn't welcome, it's hard as hell for me to get through the door.
Right. That is true.
How? Why? Why is that?
Well, you know what I think from a business standpoint, and I talk to my friends about this all the time, and you see it all the time. You see the dynamic everywhere, not just in Houston, everywhere. The thing is, and you know, I might get some DMs for this, but I love everybody. But at the end of the day, I love y'all, by the way. I love my white brothers too. All right. But my opinion is, I think everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. So that's what I think, because it's
Episode
cool.
2.
Everybody wants to be a nigga.
Until they understand what
What
it
it
takes
takes.
to be us, they want to
It
be
is.
us.
Right.
Yeah.
From the mannerisms,
Everything.
to the shapes, to the aesthetics,
The music,
to the
hairstyles,
music,
everything.
Everything. Everybody want to be us. They want to dilute us so bad so that they can take it over. But you can't do the originator the original way. Like, y'all want to be us because we just have an energy. We just have an essence that just cannot be broken. It has tried. They have tried to
Resilient.
break it for centuries now,
And it can't.
And you just can't do it. One thing I feel about our people is we just evolve.
Yeah.
We're going to be suppressed and withheld from many different things, but we're always going to rise above. And no matter what it is, every time you tell us we can't do anything, like, look
We're
at
gonna
it.
figure
Right
it
now,
out.
prime example. An artist brings out a song now, they want it to have straight to TikTok. Because they want these creators and
Absolutely.
content makers to get out there and start these dances so that now their single can go off the charts.
Right.
And the thing is, those dances are originating from us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Susie Q and Bobby B, they can't they don't
No.
know. But now y'all all rocking y'all hits. Y'all don't even know. Y'all did the mashed potato. Y'all was doing the whip.
Hey,
Y'all
look,
was doing the
I'm
twist.
gonna tell you something.
But now y'all trying to rock y'all hits.
Some of these white
Come
girls,
on.
look, these white girls thick on this thing and they dance.
What do you think that's from?
They
Episode 2.
eating.
Where do you think that came from?
Little booties matter.
Little booties
First of
matter.
all,
Little
okay?
Little booties matter.
Damn it.
But no, so, and I know we ventured all, but we're gonna come
Yeah.
back. But
Yeah.
to mention that, I know, like, for instance, like the Beyonce and the Drake album.
Yeah.
You know, even though Chicago
around.
House, Deep House,
Associated.
that's been around for a long time. You know, you have your underground parties, this, that, and other. But now, a lot of black people about to start doing house,
Of course.
and now it's about to be like
Trendy.
number one.
You want to know why that is too? Because this is just me. I feel artists are wanting to get people back into the groove of
Dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah.
And that's what the clubs is missing. If you're dancing and have a good time, you're gonna go to that bar.
Absolutely.
You're gonna patronize that bar. It's just now that everything has become such a culture to like bottles and things like that. Once you get that bottle, you halfway spinning off your head ready to go because you don't drink too much. But that person that's been patronizing the bar, they having a good day and they flow.
Right.
They just need some room to dance, but it ain't no room because everything is a
dance floor.
section.
That's why, you know what? That's why it's good to have a good DJ,
100%.
because a good DJ,
can read the room.
Absolutely.
not just that, but
lot of
they
playlist
can put
DJs.
something right. they could put something into their mix that's not a normal mix that you hear at your
Absolutely.
regular spots.
Absolutely.
It might be a gospel song with a beat.
It doesn't matter.
And that's all
Read
it
the
takes.
room.
And the
That's
room
all it
gonna start
takes.
singing
Read
like
the
that.
room.
For instance, like good
Read
example,
the room.
that Melodies from Heaven.
Love it.
That song,
Love it.
I remember.
And y'all drunk as hell, drinking liquor.
But choir,
Twerking.
alto, soprano,
Twerking.
tenor, everybody broke
To
it
a
down.
gospel
It brings
It's okay though.
everybody
It's all right.
together.
It's all right.
You know, that's the
It
every
brings
time it
everybody
takes me out, I'm
together.
just
Shout
like,
out to the twerker, gospel twerkers.
hello.
That's some music.
Drop the low for Jesus.
Like gospel twerkers.
Yeah.
Hey,
They are doing it. They are doing the thing. Marvin Sapp, even that one.
yeah.
Never would have made it,
it's
right?
just-
With the beat.
It's one of those things where that's why I say I love us for free. Because we gonna make something out of nothing, and they gonna want
Right.
to. Somebody gonna want
Somebody's
to
gonna want
copy.
to
Absolutely.
Somebody
just
gonna want to
cause.
trademark. Somebody gonna want to be whatever that is that we created.
Absolutely.
But like I never forget the first time I heard like they went from Never Would Have Made It into Melodies from Heaven, and that was the way the club was closing.
Yes.
And the lights were on, and people were still, I mean,
Singing,
everything. And then I
dancing.
just saw a video on Instagram. A club was playing Joyful Joyful from Sister Act 2. And the people were in there
Beautiful.
going crazy.
Singing.
And I'm just like,
It's beautiful.
I love us for free. Like, we're going to have us a time.
Absolutely.
We
We're
have
going to
to.
have us a time.
We have
And that's
to.
just the beauty of just, I feel like music and artistry to us in general. Like,
It's
we move to music.
Right.
Like, we move
But we
to
are the
music.
culture, though.
We are the culture. We are the moment. Let's call it
We are
that.
the culture.
We are the moment, and we've always been that.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you guys this. Going back to bartending, right? Because I know what's her name? I forget her name. The young lady. She was a video vixen, but she became the waitress, bar girl, bottle girl. She started this. I think of it, but she started this like wave of bottle girl.
Out here?
That was New York.
In general.
It was before bottle girl was even a thing.
Okay.
This was happening like maybe 2016.
Okay.
And she was saying the math and the science behind bartending. It's like you got to have a bottle girl. So it was waitresses back then.
Yeah.
And it was they might had tights or whatever.
Right.
But now they're the models. Like people used to go to the club to see the DJ. Now they go to the club to see the females.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So you guys are like celebrities. Like some girls I see, and I just be checking. But some girls be having like so many followers because the way they look.
Like?
Bartenders.
But what that
But
bank account look
here's
like?
the thing about that.
Say that-
There's a method to that because and
Hello, Mo
shout
over here.
out to y'all. I
Hold
love
on.
y'all
my age
deep.
is coming
I love
in.
y'all deep.
Hold
But I
on.
mean, at the end of the day,
I'm going to Mo. Hold on.
it's social media. I'm gonna let her have it.
No, but
I'm
no,
gonna let her
he's
speak for the
right.
females.
He's right.
Okay.
She gonna give it to you from the standpoint of the
Okay.
woman. I'm gonna give it to her from the standpoint of the business. But I'm gonna let Mo answer that one.
Mo, so hold up. Let's start off from the beginning. They have 10,000 followers. But you said something. You said what?
Do you have $10,000?
Ooh, $1 per follower. That's gonna hit headlines right there. Like that.
I'm just saying, once you learn the value of $1, and I've always been a hard worker, always, and it's this industry you can thrive from it if you're doing the right things,
right.
you're networking the right way. Don't let the BS get to your head.
Okay.
And I think out here in Houston, it's so easy. And I'm like I said, I'm speaking like I'm just 60, but no, like you literally have to kind of don't let any of that go to your head because they'll mess up your bag.
Well, you have balance. So the thing is,
absolutely,
you have a lot of balance.
It's balanced.
So how many women that you work with that have that balance? Because most in that industry, you guys are a family.
Absolutely.
100%.
You guys are a
Absolutely.
family, but in every family, you have some type of dysfunction.
And
Absolutely.
I will say it took me losing some bags
Okay.
to keep the bag that I have now. And you have to, it's trial and error.
Okay.
And if you don't have that support system or again, somebody in your ear telling you, and that's what I tell the girls that I work with, hey, make your money, make money. We work, let's work smarter, not harder.
That makes smart.
We're
Makes
in
sense.
this industry. We have all this cash flow. Be smart with it.
Right.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Work hard, play hard.
Right.
Be smart.
That makes
But
sense.
this is your income.
This is,
like a lot of my girls that are bottle girls, they know 100% I'm the realest person you gonna meet.
Absolutely.
My whole thing is you can't get to a bag if you're watching your bag walk away from you.
Okay.
So if you want to consistently sit there and wait for someone to buy a bottle, meanwhile there's 30 people that's waiting to buy 6 rounds of shots, do the math.
Right.
You know?
Like, there's a hustle within a hustle. They got those 2 bottles. Okay, that first one need to be gone within 40 minutes. Easily.
Right.
Shots, drinks, boom, 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 boom. You come in, you pop that other one. It's time to roll up. At the end of the day, you want them to sit there for 4 hours when it's a 2-hour minimum.
Okay.
You want them to be getting up within 2 hours unless they're buying an additional 2
So you're talking about the business side of it.
business side.
I got you.
And that's what I put into the girls. I know that our bottle girls, you don't stop your bag until the lights come on.
Exactly.
You don't get comfortable because they bought 2 bottles of
It
Ace
can
of
be
Spades.
real easy
That's
to get caught up
champagne.
in the
Right.
party.
Champagne is like drinking water.
Right.
What else they getting? They ain't getting nothing else. Okay, you need to go to the floor manager and let them know. All right, they done. They ain't order nothing else.
You ever seen the movie Hustlers?
100%.
Hey, what you remind me?
Because it's a $1 billion business.
It really
Yes.
is.
And you know what I mean? Like, I don't think the girls they get into the Instagram, they get into the followers, they get into oh my
fame,
gosh,
and
this
it's
one celebrity
like,
just followed me.
No,
Babe,
man.
listen, if he come to the city, if he ain't booking with
we
you, what
believe
good
the
is it?
same way.
You know what I mean? Like, you stopping your money for fame ain't getting you nowhere. Now, if it is for those who it is working for,
Right.
my hat's off to you, babe. Get after
Absolutely.
it. But for the ones that's just sitting there scrolling every day, but you got to come into work and you bored,
Right.
that's your fault.
So let me ask you this: in saying that, is bartending a lifestyle for us
100%.
when it comes to a tenure? Do you do this for 10 years, 30 years, 20 years?
I would say you have to look at your lifestyle.
Okay.
And you have to look at your goal and find out exactly where you want that time to end. Because it comes with an expiration date because you won't be as quick.
Right.
You won't be as sharp. Those days will come.
You're gonna be old.
But it's not.
Your
I
feet-
mean, there's
your
I
feet gonna
mean,
get bad,
next to
your
us, there's a bar
knees.
next to us where it is literally nothing but old people that go there, but them
Yeah.
bartenders still sharp as ever, and they 65, 70. But, you know, they
got
got
them
their
bodies
regulars
done
that
too
come
now,
in and
you know.
spend their money.
They got them bodies done.
Yeah, yeah.
They 60, but they got them 20-year-old bodies.
Oh gosh.
I always say, you know
Jeez.
what, you gotta put it. There's some people that, and this is literally the nail in the coffin. There's people that do it for money, and then there's people that do it for passion.
They love it, yeah.
Those who do it for passion can see themselves doing this until they can't do it no more.
Forever.
And I come from like a family of just like bar industry individuals. Like, we've had them coming up. Like, we just always. Someone was at a bar. Someone was running the bar.
Okay.
Someone owns a bar.
So you know, you've been knowing it. You've
I've
been in the
doing
industry
this
for a while.
so long.
How long you been doing this, Mo?
So I've been industry about 6 to 7 years, but it was my side hustle
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
up until last summer where I quit my corporate job
Okay.
because the math was
You was making equal or more.
more.
Working
Right.
less
I'm,
days.
I could work 2-3 days at the bar and then 10 days corporate. It wasn't, it was a very simple decision to make. And even explaining it to my mom, I'm like, I know you think this is party, but
Right.
let's look at numbers. And I have the time.
Okay.
And that to me is the new luxury, to
Time.
have the time to do what you want to
Yeah,
do.
every time I see you in Mexico or in Argentina somewhere.
Listen,
Look, shout out to the world traveler over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look.
I have the time to do what I want to do.
Absolutely.
I'm blessed in my position. If you can do it as a side hustle, I go for it. But
Okay.
this is not my side hustle. This is my profession. This is what I do.
So let me ask you guys this: what is the? I know this is the glitz and the glamour of bartending. You know, the beautiful side of we making money, y'all looking good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking shots, whatever. What is the bad side to it? It's always a negative side to a fairy tale. What's the
Time
bad side
invested.
to this?
Time invested. There's just some days where you're just like, I'm just not in the mood.
Okay.
And that's just like going to your regular 9 to 5. Oh my gosh, I gotta get up at 7:30 to make sure I'm there by 9. I mean, we got to take those same precautions because time is money.
Yes.
You late, you miss out. You know, so it's just like there's just some days where you just don't have that energy, you just don't have that time, or the business is just not pulling the business for that day. But you have to stay there to the end. You got to fight through.
Right.
So there's a good, bad into everything, and there's a good, bad, and ugly into everything. But it just depends on you.
Right.
I'm going to say self-expression. And I say that because there are certain bars, certain establishments that try to box the girls in.
Okay.
I don't deal with that.
What you mean box them in?
There's certain places I couldn't work having natural hairstyles.
Okay.
There's certain places I couldn't work because I don't wear makeup.
Your booty wasn't big enough.
Certain places I couldn't work because my, they didn't like my shape. And
Shout out to the skinny girl.
Shout
Shout out to the skinny girl.
girls, like, don't let an image of a location stop you from doing what you came to do.
Okay.
Because, even going back to the white bars, I came to work one day with my afro and was asked what am I going through?
Oh.
This is me.
Okay.
What do you mean what am I going through?
I got you.
There are certain chains where the girls can't wear box braids. There are certain things that the girls might adjust to in life, and I don't want anybody, any lady to do that. Don't dumb yourself down to work for a place. Be you. Literally be you, and the world will adjust around you.
Okay.
I am in the position that I'm in because I'm myself.
Gotcha.
I'm a hard worker, but I'm going to be me. And if I can't be me, I'm not going to be there.
Are you a radical?
Hey.
It always got a bit of mixed ones. You know what I'm saying? Nah, a little bit, right?
That's a pinch.
Right, that's a little bit. This one right here, I can imagine. I can see her behind the bar just raising hell. Like, come on. Now.
If they take her there and there is no calming her down, I've witnessed it about 3 times.
The important part is if they take me there.
But other than that, like, she's always like you're gonna have a good time, you know. But if you take her to that point where literally
not the stuff, not spirit helping.
Oh my goodness! She just lit that sage before we started, so
oh my goodness,
that's just it wearing off. Ain't no more left over there. The sage just left the building at this point.
The phone lifted up and fell back down. What's going on here? Look, burn some of that stage in here.
Hey,
look.
Hey.
I gotta get away from this one right here. You about to light her up right now.
You left.
It just let's.
So look, let me ask you guys this. So, in closing, this one thing that I don't get frustrated with, but sometimes I do, because I don't go out often, but when I do, I'm gonna go support the person that I know.
Absolutely.
Right, and I'm a tip. I have no problem with tipping.
Right,
but I do have a problem with this. I'm not paying full price. You see what I'm saying? So, for instance, if I go to a bar, right, and I drink my wine, and I get 2 glasses, average it might be $15, $20. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to tip the person $30 because that's their job, but I'm not paying full price for that.
Don't ask for a hookup.
No, I ain't asked for a hookup.
No, a lot of people don't know. Don't ask.
And you might
let us bless your game.
Right, I was
gonna say there's a way to answer this without answering it to be kind of.
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
But the thing is,
not saying everybody should get a hookup.
No, not at all.
But everybody thinks they should. That's the thing about it. And
okay.
As far as being a bartender, everybody feel like you just gotta give them something.
And we respect the consistent patrons.
Exactly.
Right.
So there is a thing like this, and if anyone that is listening, if any part of the service industry, your people are your people.
They are.
You take care of your people. You don't take care of your people with doing the business wrong.
Right.
But you take care of your people.
Absolutely.
So there is, you might have those 2 glasses of wine, but before you go, hey, here's an extra little half a glass for you. Enjoy. Thanks for coming out and supporting me.
Thank you.
The business isn't hurting off of that.
Right.
And I didn't just make you feel as though your presence was not warranted.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So the thing is, it's like being bartenders and having friends in the industry. When we go in, I don't always look up for the hookup. Like, run that tab, babe. I want to take care of you. Yes.
Gotcha.
That's the thing about it.
Business.
But that's us in the industry. Now, being outside of the industry, you might want to, it's Friday night. I got a few people with me. Hey, I'm getting 6 shots, but charge me for 3. That is up to the bartender. That's not really up for us to have a conversation about, because Joe to the left of you and Marie to the right of you might have heard that now.
Right. Now
they
want
that same love.
Yeah.
Because you're like, hey, it's me. And they're like, hey, I done got 3 drinks from you by now. I know I done ordered it. I should have been getting a free shot.
Yeah.
So there is a certain essence that you have to carry within that, but that is also about, I would say, customer to client decorum. Like,
correct.
Exactly.
You have to create that in order to get that.
Correct.
You don't just get that.
And they got to be consistent.
Exactly.
100%.
You got to be consistent. You got to come there once a week.
Regulars.
Right.
That come in to see us.
And
we
have
take
people,
care of them.
we're
Whether
not
we
at
give
work,
them anything free or not, It's just the fact that we are there when they came to spend time with us.
Right.
Exactly.
And they love that, and they love that.
And
for
that's
us,
that was my
for
main
us.
thing, because I know, some of the bars that I do go to, they're consistent, and I don't have a specific bartender.
Right.
Like, I have love for all of them.
Absolutely.
But they know what I drink. They know I'm a tip. They know I'm gonna show love. Because I'm not in there no longer than 5 minutes anyway. I'm in and out. I'm literally in and out.
Like a cut, like a stab wound.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't here for a long time.
And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in
Yeah.
and out. But, because the thing is, the reason why I wanted to bring you guys on, because even though some people have been going to bars forever, you know what I'm saying? But they never was taught the education of it, if they never worked in the industry, you know what I'm saying? So when people see this and it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Or they might go to their bartenders or waitresses and be like, how do you feel?
Yeah, and it's, for you to have that for you to want to know, that's like, meet me halfway.
Right.
Don't if you're
Have an
ignorant,
understanding.
you have the understanding. Have the the want. And I didn't realize how stickler my mom was, but it's like, I'm grateful now for seeing like, oh, this this isn't common knowledge. So if you don't know, and if it's up to me to tell you, I don't mind it.
Right.
Now if you know,
That's a problem.
still.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, I go to places, I can see a DJ I know.
Okay.
I can see a bartender I know.
Literally.
I can see a hostess I know. And I'm sending them a drink.
Okay.
It's just
off the rip.
the culture.
It's
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I ran into a spot not too long ago and saw a DJ that works at my bar. He all the way up, he can't even see me, but I know the bartender for different reasons. And I said, hey, do me a favor, send this drink down there to my homeboy at the end of the bar.
I got you.
And she said, who? So she took it down there, and she didn't know who it was. I told her, like, the person to bring it to. And when he saw me, he's like, God damn, bro, I appreciate you.
But it's love.
But that's
It's
just the culture
networking.
and
It's,
love.
yeah.
It's not like I'm doing that because I have to.
Right.
You here, I'm drinking. You need to be drinking. Here you go. And that was that on that.
So look, let me ask you this. I don't know if y'all want to give the bars love, but I want the people that's here in Houston, I want them to, show love to you guys, you know what I'm saying? So could you tell the people where you guys going? What's your weekly agenda?
Well,
As far as when it comes to the bar, I don't want them going,
I feel like,
Like I'm at the gym and like,
Right.
hey, I heard you on Culturally Distinct. Hey.
Right.
I want to say Marty and I behind the bar is a different experience.
Okay.
Go have a good time.
You just, it's
So where y'all going to
something-
be at?
I'll let him tell.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, well, I'm at
I'll
Crew.
let him explain.
I'm at Crew every Sunday and Tuesday. I post that on my social media.
Okay.
And it's so funny, like, saying it because it's like I worked a day where I didn't even post that I was working. And the person I was working with was like, it's slow in here. You didn't tell people you were at work today. And I was like, damn, I didn't. And the second we both did, literally,
People started coming in.
Yeah, no.
And that just goes to show you have a following, but you have to understand how your following works
do.
too. Like,
Absolutely.
people really go places because
To see
they
you.
love that person. They like
They're
that
coming here
person.
for
That
you.
person is their person.
Right.
So that's the
Exactly.
only reason they're going. And they will tell you that. If you're not working, I'm not coming.
I'm not coming.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. So like I said, like she said, actually, me and Moriah behind the bar with Sundays.
different. It's
And
different.
Sundays is a day where you don't expect for people to come and turn up and have a good time because they got to go to work at 9 in the morning.
No.
Absolutely.
We get to sleep in. You
So
know what I mean?
Sundays at what time?
Sundays we're there 8
to
o'clock.
close.
8 to 2.
8 p.m.?
Come see the night
8 p.m.
show.
to 2.
8
Come see the
p.m.
night show,
Come
baby.
see the night show. come see the night show. Come see the night show under the green light.
Under the green lights, baby.
Under the green lights.
What's the address over there?
It's 311
311.
Travis Street.
311 Travis?
Yes.
So look,
Crew Houston.
I ain't gonna promise y'all I'm coming because I'll be going
No,
to
you're
sleep.
coming.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
I mean, but
Look.
see,
Early.
if you know that you go to sleep about 9:30, you can come take that glass of wine at 8:15.
Y'all sell wine over there?
Yeah,
Yes.
we do.
Okay, good. Oh, I never.
I mean, you name it, we got it. That's
Gotcha.
the reason why it's called Crew. You know, our closing song is "Crew, Loving the Crew" by Drake. It's that for a reason because
Everybody
we want you to
loves it.
feel the vibe when you come in.
Right.
And literally, that's what they want us to do
When
every
you
time
walk
we
through
clock
the
in.
doors.
If we're having a bad day, hey, leave it at
Leave
that
it,
threshold of
yeah.
the door before you come in.
Got you.
Because we want people not only to come in and spend, but we want people to come
Have
here
that good
because they
time.
enjoy the
Have
vibe.
that
The
vibe.
whole slogan is catching a vibe.
Absolutely.
So
And
is
it's that for a
so
reason.
it's just Crew you guys are located, or is there any other bars that you guys want to shout out that you're going to be located?
I do love every spot that I work at.
You got 100 places that you work.
I mean, and just got a couple.
She's a floater.
I'm a little, you know.
Well, you ain't got to say the names. Just say the days you work at these locations. The streets. Don't say the names of the locations. Just say the street, and people will figure it out.
Westheimer
and
Steakhouse.
Okay.
Flower Wall.
Okay, well,
they called that woman's restaurant. That's what they need to say.
I mean,
the ladies' restaurant of Westheimer.
I'm just saying, it's kind of not really. I'm like I said, I work at the hottest spots in Houston. So just hey, come.
Y'all call her Mo when y'all see her now. Don't call her
please
Maria.
Don't call her Maria.
Please, I don't call me Maria.
Mo. I saw you on the podcast, Mo. What's up? Hook me up, Mo.
Please, it's just Mo. Just Mo.
Y'all crazy. So look, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Absolutely.
I really do. So look, before we get out of here, I want you guys to give your social medias, right? And one more time, exactly where you guys going to be on whatever days. So Mo, social media. Oh my goodness,
it's a long one.
Yeah, I am. I'm Seventh Wonder on social media. SVENTHWONDER. A lot of people think my name is Seven. I don't mind it. 7 is my favorite number. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Birthday tomorrow? Oh, shout out. We gotta do some shots. We gonna do some shots in the studio, y'all.
Toxic 1 and Toxic 2. I was trying to just drink my one little shot and be done.
You can catch me at Crew. You can catch me at Juliet's. I also do private events. So
okay. That's dope. All right. Maurice?
All right, so you can catch me. The easiest, I'm going to give you, just to spell it out. The Instagram handle is Stylish Gent. That's STYLISHGENT. And pretty much I'm at Crew every Sunday and every Tuesday from about 8 or 9 p.m. to close. I also do private bartending as well. So pretty much if you hop in that message and you got a baby shower, bar mitzvah, funeral, I mean, you need me to pull up with the table, I'm there.
The funeral.
But yes, there's a few other things coming up too as well as far as for bartending at different establishments. So definitely just follow, inquire what that is. I'll be happy to share.
Dope. And y'all make sure y'all find me at the funeral bar, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be there. We saluting the dead, you heard me?
Or the deadly shot.
Clearly the deadly shots, right? Guys, look, this is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. I appreciate Marice and Mo coming up here. Hey, look, it's Mo's birthday, so we gotta take some shots. I'm gonna take some shots of wine, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking some shots of wine. So
now I'm about to be toxic. I called them toxic earlier, but it never gave shots of wine. Like, it's her birthday. It's giving one strong shot, and that's it.
Right. Guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you got any questions, any problems, hit me up. Hit me up DM. Make sure y'all hit them up if y'all have any questions about location. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.